Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the closing and award ceremony of Big Data Days 2024. What an amazing 2 days has it been, and I can really not believe yet that we're already moving this towards the end. It takes us 9 months to half a year in terms of preparations to make these 2 days possible, and then when the days are finally here, it all flies by as if it's in a few seconds. Really appreciate everyone staying for the closing and award ceremony, in which we will first hand out awards and then obviously also announce all of the winners that have been selected during these few days in terms of the courses and the books, etc. So without further ado, I'm going to get started with the moments that a lot of people have been waiting for, and that are the Big Data Awards 2024. In order to give everyone a little bit of background, we standard, and this is something that we've been doing for the last 4 years, have a number of awards to give out. And the standard categories that we always have are the Practitioner of the Year, which is an individual award. We have a Project of the Year, which is the organizational award. And then we have the Student of the Year, which is appointed or assigned to the student that passed with the highest marks in enterprise big data training. This year, since it's the 5th edition, we also have a surprise award. And this award is going to an outstanding accredited training organization. As many of you know, we have training partners all over the world that has done an amazing job. And since it's the 5th edition of this conference, we would like to highlight or reward a particular organization that has done a significant amount of effort in the field. So the way that this works is that every year companies and individuals submit nominations. There's actually quite a detailed form with a number of different criteria. And then this is submitted towards a judging panel of 3 judges that individually grade and look at the different submissions. And after that, they will individually score them. Those scores are combined together, and the top 3 is subsequently discussed during a meeting in which each of the proposals is considered on its merits, its value, and the impact that it has to the community. So in order to streamline this process over the last few years, we have very objective criteria upon which all the submissions and individuals that are scored. And I'm going to get started this year with the Practitioner of the Year award. And this award is assigned or awarded to practitioners that have made a significant contribution to research, development, or enhancement of big data algorithms or technology, or professionals that have made an extraordinary effort to share knowledge around best data practices and have inspired other people in innovative ways. Or the third criteria is big data professionals that strive to further enhance the Enterprise Big Data Framework Alliance goals and objectives. And in this year, the competition was tough. We have had 3 finalists that were selected based on the proposals. The first one is Susan Walls, which is the Director of Data Solutions at Baker Tilly in the US. Then we had Saurabh Pramanik, who is the Fraud, Data Operations and Analytics, Governance, Science and Control at Morgan Stanley Bank in Muscat. And we had Pankaj Zanke, who was the Technical Analyst Leader at Sapiens. And the winner for this year's award is Susan Walls, the MD and founder of the Classification Guru. Before I give the words to Susan, I'm going to highlight some of the key aspects around the winner's jury report. And every year we make a small report on the winner to kind of combine the thoughts of the different judges. And I'm not going to read out the whole slides. These will be shared with you afterwards. But the reason that this award is presented to Susan today is because of entrepreneurial success. Susan's journey went from a failed family business to founding the Classification Guru, which is very widely regarded these days. She is obviously an industry thought leader and has established herself as such through her inclusion in the Data IQ 100, winning the Data Champion Award, and various other recognitions. What is very important from the perspective of the Enterprise Big Data Framework Alliance is obviously the education and training bit. And Susan's effort extends beyond businesses into education and advocacy. And for the people who follow her, and I strongly recommend that you do, we see that she is advocating on different places all across the world in order to champion data and data best practices. Her reach is truly global, and has a global influence, and she has also a substantial following on social media platforms. Last but not least, she's been involved in the creation of new thoughts, new ideas, which is also a point that's very held in high regard at the Enterprise Big Data Framework Alliance, and the creation of the code framework and the advocacy of Check Before Tech are really aspects that led us to select Susan to take in this award. So with that, I would like to give the word very briefly to Susan. If you can turn your camera on and unmute yourself, if you would like to say a few words.
Hi, Jan. Thank you so much.
And for the rest of the audience, please put your hands together for Susan.
Thank you.
Susan, welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, wow, what an amazing, pleasant surprise. This is such an honor. Not only because, you know, it's such it's a huge field with some amazing data professionals, but to have come from a non-data background, to come in and take my place in the data community is a huge achievement that I'm really proud of. I'm currently traveling the world. I'm in Las Vegas. I get to talk about dirty data all over the world, which is such a privilege. It's the real foundation of all our data issues, and it's so rewarding to be recognized for the work I'm doing as well, and to be a woman too, because, you know, I want to be a role model for other, not just women, but, you know, people starting out who maybe didn't come from a data background. You know, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Well, I think that those are some really, really inspiring words. It's absolutely very, very well deserved, and you are a role model and definitely an inspiration to people, women, but also men, including myself, all over the world in terms of the work that you're doing. So keep up the good work. Have some fun in Las Vegas as well.
Well, you know, data is fun. That's my whole mission in life, is to let other people see the fun side of it, you know. So good. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure to have you. Thank you for taking the time to be with us live here today. It's really, truly appreciated.
It's my absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Good. It's always so nice if people are live with us during the award ceremony. And that brings us to the second award, which is going to be for the project of the year. Now, I'm not going to say that this is our most popular award, but there are many, many organizations every year that submit nominations for innovative projects that they've been working on, in which data was really transforming the way that the organization operated. Projects of the year are valued on a number of different criteria, and the projects that we are evaluating are projects that are relevant to society's current needs and that clearly demonstrate how big data can have an impact on people's lives. We also look at projects that showcase how big data can bring innovation to the enterprise, or in which innovative solutions are utilized to lead to tangible results. Thirdly, the criteria looks at projects that lead to an improvement of big data best practices, the development of new algorithms, and innovative use of technologies in the data domain. And lastly, projects that showcase the value of data-driven decision-making for individuals, governments, or enterprise organizations. For this year, there were a number of different submissions, and the winner for this year's awards is going to Petronas, the big organization in Malaysia. And Petronas was selected this year based on the following project. The project is called Exploration and Development Intuitive Search, shortly referred to as EDIS. And this is an innovative AI-driven solution that revolutionizes data retrieval, specifically within the geoscience world. So it is a point solution, and that's why it was very impressive because as far as we could see, this is actually one of the first use cases of AI-driven impact, specifically within the world of geoscience. A couple of key highlights from the jury report. First of all, innovation. EDIS integrates cutting-edge AI and NLP processing for real-time insights and intuitive user experience. And for most people who are familiar within this domain, getting these insights real-time is actually quite a difficult, challenging job. Also, it uses large language models, and that leads to the second criteria of technical excellence, which makes exploration-specific ontology models for precise data retrieval possible. It also is a solution that stood out because of its meticulous execution, especially using agile methodologies, phased implementation, and proactive stakeholder engagement ensured a smooth rollout and user adoption. And then one of the criteria that I personally also look at, one of the most things, is what is the impact and can you actually quantify that? And this project stood out because of its quantifiable impact of 80% increase in process efficiency, a reduced geological analysis time, and high-speed data access and accurate query results. And last but not least, industry contribution. Shares of knowledge of best practices through collaboration conferences and best practices are being made available from this project so others can benefit of this as well. So in the judges' opinion, the EDIS project sets a new standard in AI-driven exploration, making it a deserved winner of this year's Project of the Year award. And with us here today is Muthu Kumar Sotlinaram, who is a senior manager at Petronas Digital, and I would like him to ask him to turn on your camera and mic and to see us say a few words. And once again, I would like to ask the audience to kind of put your hands together, because this is really a difficult award to get, and it's an extraordinary use case that we've seen. Muthu, welcome.
Thanks, Ian. Thanks. So good evening, everyone. So I really thank the organizing committee for this prestigious award, which is one of its kind. And then the second thing is I would like to have express my sincere gratitude to the management within my company and the team and fellow working colleagues for this incredible effort and support throughout the journey that we had during this EDIS development. I think
that was quite a long journey, right?
Yeah, it's quite a long journey, and then I think it wouldn't be possible without their cooperation as well. And I'm truly honored to explore, to continue working on AI in geoscience space, especially on exploration,
Absolutely.
which has a huge potential, right, to generate high impact business value chain
Absolutely.
that can fulfill the company aspiration. Yep.
It has a very significant impact, and I also think that you're one of the first companies to really dive into this specific use case.
Yeah.
And it showcases the possibility of AI and combined with big data and how it can lead to really tangible results in a very novel domain. So congratulations, it's very truly well deserved. I fully recognize it's obviously a team effort. And that's why this award is also delivered towards a company. So when we plan the session to hand over the award, let's make sure the whole team is there, and we'll set up a bit.
Okay, will do.
Muthu, thanks so much for being with us live here today. I know it's very late in Malaysia, so thank you so much. It's been truly appreciated.
Thanks, Ian. Thank you very much. Look forward to the future. Thank you.
Good, and then it's time to move to our third award. The third award is actually not a jury award because it's an award that is automatically handed out. As most of you know, all of the examinations that are taken across the globe by the Enterprise Big Data Framework Alliance are measured and taken by a central examination agency, which is APMG International. So every year we just ask who scored the highest marks on a particular exam. So this award honors the achievement of students who excelled in obtaining the highest score in the Enterprise Big Data Framework course curriculum certifications. And we have a way in which we value specific certifications at specific levels and look at how a specific individual score, and that automatically provides us with a winner. And the winner for this year is Baha Mohamed Abdel Hafiz, who is an IT consultant at the Ministry of Finance in the United Arab Emirates. Let me have a quick question and see if Baha is with us here today. No, I'm just getting a message that he's not live in this session. So in that case, we're going to be shipping the award to him directly. And we will make sure that the elements around this and the motivation and exam scores are conveyed to him. Good. In that case, I would like to ask the audience to once again put their hands together for this winner. We have thousands of people taking these exams around the world, so getting this is also quite a significant achievement. Good, and then we are going to go to a very special award, and this award is not advertised online. There's no nominations that could be submitted for this. This was an award that was the purview of the jury, and we decided, since it's the 5th time that we're organizing this event, to recognize a specific partner that has done a tremendous job, obviously from the very earliest beginning, and that has diligently and effortlessly did a lot of work in translation, in growing their specific market, and making sure that the best practices of the Enterprise Big Data Framework Alliance are shared in a different part of the world, and as in doing so has become large and very successful in providing good case studies, good students. And I think many people who are close to our organization know who I'm talking about. So it gives me an absolute great pleasure. We also wrote a quick jury report for this organization. We would like to recognize this organization for training excellence, delivering high quality training programs very consistently, and making a very significant impact on learner skills development, career progression, and also industry recognition. So some of the nominations are consistently coming from this organization. And in the past, we also had previous winners from this organization, specifically in the Students of the Year, because they consistently scored very, very high marks. And then last but not least, this organization does a tremendous amount of work in getting the community active, especially in translation of our materials. So we would like to take a special moment to recognize that. And the winner of this is, I'm always going to say, obviously, for the people who are close to us, is Chi Wu, who is the Deputy General Manager at Songhao Asset Management. And I think he's with us here today. Chi Wu, it's an absolute pleasure, and I know again it's late for you, but I truly that you're here with us live.
Thank you so much. I'm currently capture the screen here. I would like to reserve the image. Okay, yeah. Okay. But I only want to say this: thanks for your knowledge to equipment us. That is, we say this is a data capability.
Yeah.
And yeah, data capability is very important in the future. But maybe it's not the future. Maybe it's in current world. So maybe I have a video, and maybe you can now play the video. That is my whole idea in this moment. Okay.
Absolutely. We have a video that you submitted, which has subtitles as well. So I'm going to play that in a moment. Let me turn off your camera for a second, and we'll come back to you in a moment. Good. I'm gonna play the video right now.
Hello, everyone. This is my big blue book. If you want to maximize the value of data, you cannot miss this book. More than 80% the content of this book has been translated into Chinese by me. It is my draft for the future development. Another one, can you see that? Enterprise Big Data Scientist. It is my Chinese draft for study. There is an old saying in Chinese, teaching and learning are going together. I'm very grateful to the Enterprise Big Data Framework Alliance for equipping us. We learn a lot and taught young people a lot. We will continue it. Promoting Enterprise Big Data Framework is very difficult. If you look at it as a regular business, it will be difficult to survive. Guiding everyone honestly is the only strategy. We did not work fast, but we will very determined. I appreciate the Enterprise Big Data Framework Alliance award to us. Thank you so much. We are looking forward to the new book and the new course. We will keep going and keep fighting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jiwoo. That was absolutely so nice, and it's so nice to hear you say all of these kind words. Even having, as you refer to it, the big blue book as a source of inspiration. So I honestly am very proud of your kind words and your kind remarks. Are you still here? And if you are, can you turn back your camera? And I would like the audience once again to kind of put their hands together for Jiwoo and his extraordinary effort in translating almost all of the materials in Chinese, including the examinations, syllabi, books, slides. It's a tremendous amount of work.
Yes, I say that learning from the native language is very normal, because for me English is not my good it's not good my expertise. So so I want to try to everybody know the knowledge. That is why I do the translation. Even I told Helen Yu, you know Helen Yu is APNG Greater China. I say, if you want to everybody know what you teaching, you need to use the native language to tell them.
Absolutely. And
yeah, thank you.
Sometimes explaining things in native language is obviously preferred and makes the topics way better to understand. But we sincerely appreciate all the hard work that you've been doing over the last five years.
It's a job.
It is obviously a job, but also let us say that it's a job that doesn't go unnoticed. And from the partner community that we have, you are a great inspiration to all of us. So this award is very well deserved. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Good, and that already brings us at the end of the award ceremony. So we still have a few goodies to give away before we finally close the whole conference today. And I'm going to get started to announce the 3 winners of the Data Literacy Fundamentals online course, which were determined by answering the 5 questions that we have rolling through the entire course or through the entire conference program yesterday and today. And we have calculated all the scores of everyone's, and the 3 people that are the winners are Sarab Deshpande, Cho Jun, and Vincent. And we don't have a last name from Vincent, but his registration name is Vincent Beauvais, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So all of these winners will be receiving an email tomorrow with their, and will be invited for the Data Literacy Fundamentals course. So congratulations to these winners. Besides this, we also had a challenge to engage as much as possible during this program. And engaging, you guys have been, that has to be said up front. We even went into a situation, this is the first year that this functionality is available, and we even ran into a situation where the maximum number of points was achieved by the system. And that means that people have been engaging so much that the developers of this platform did not take into account that this could be going on for 2 days straight. So that's the reason why on the next slide you will see that some of the scores are at the highest level, and we will obviously take this up with the conference platform host for next edition. But all of these winners were the first to hit the maximum score, and those were the 3 ones that we picked. So we're very pleased to announce that the winners are Katina Nguyen, Ryan Grant, and Angel Vikram Singhi. All of these were obviously automatically generated. So this is why this is just a screenshot of the leaderboard. And congratulations to all of these winners. You will also receive a free course, and this will be sent to you in the course of tomorrow. So congratulations to these very rightfully deserved winners. It's always nice if people ask a lot of questions and significantly engage with the program. Good. Then before we move to the final closing remarks, just a few notes. So if you would like to receive a certificate of attendance, please fill in the QR code. We know some people don't want to have it, but some people would like to have it in order to either claim points or to justify that they've been in an online program. So if you want that, please scan the certificate, the QR code right here, and then you will automatically receive a certificate of attendance, which looks something like you see here on the screen. And with that, I would personally like to say a few words as the 5th time host of this program. In the last 5 years, I've seen this program grow from a very small initiative during the pandemic, where we thought it might be interesting to host an online event. And the first time it was just 2 or 3 sessions, if I'm correct, to get people familiar with what data is, and because people couldn't go outside, that was the first time that people joined what is now known as the Big Data Days. And if I'm looking at the screen in front of me with the faces of 28 distinguished speakers that are recognized for their thought leadership in different areas, ranging from data literacy to architecture to data strategy to technical experts, I am so proud of what this conference has become. This program would absolutely not be possible without the generous support of all of these speakers. What many of you don't know is that none of these speakers are charging any fees. So all of this is volunteer work that is done by people in the community for people in the community. And this is the way that we intend to keep it. All of these speakers have generously devoted their time, obviously during the session, but typically also in terms of preparation, slides, having some pre-conference calls around the content that is provided. So without this treasure trove of speakers, an event like this would not be possible. So once again, I would like to ask everyone to put their hands together for this amazing group of faces, literally, from all over the planet that have made this very special Big Data Days 2024 a resounding success. And with that, I obviously have a challenge for everyone who's listening today. Maybe you have become inspired to become a speaker as well. You might have been listening and think, hey, I have a story to share, or I would like to dive into a particular algorithm or data strategy or data literacy aspect that's very close to my heart. And if you feel that, then by all means, please contact us again. If you would like to already be listed or reserve a spot for next year's edition, send us an email at info@bigdataframework.org or fill out a contact form or reach out to Lydia, because the spots are filling up quickly, and the earlier you are, the better spots that you will have. So that's a challenge for everyone that would like to become a speaker for the next edition. Besides that, I also once again would like to do a very quick shout out to all of our partners. Our list of partners is growing every single year, with organizations all across the world that are promoting data best practices, ranging from data literacy to technical courses to data science. All of our partners are recognized companies that are promoting the Enterprise Big Data Framework and certifying individuals all around the planet. And I would really like to do a shout out to our partners for making this event possible, because without their generous support, this conference would not be able to be hosted. As all of you know, all of the attendance for everyone is free, and we intend to keep it that way. But putting together a program like this actually costs quite a bit of money. So without those partners, this event also would definitely not be possible. So very sincere thank you to all of our partners who have made this possible. And then a quick internal recognition. There are 3 people on our team that I would like to very significantly thank for putting a tremendous amount of effort and time in organizing this event. So put your hands together for Lydia, Celine, and Jan Willem. Lydia is the person that I think most of you have been in contact with, that arranges all of our communications with our speakers as well as our sponsors, and make sure that all of the logistical arrangement of a conference like this is going smoothly. Celine is doing the tremendous amount of work, not just to make sure that this conference is organized, but also that it looks good. And you might have probably noticed this, but all the slides and layout is again completely new this year. Color schemes are new this year. The whole website gets a new design every year. And every year we're picking a theme that Celine subsequently produces and creates to every single detail, ranging from the slides to the look and feel of the website, to all of the social media posts, to the marketing communication, the newsletters that you're receiving. So again, that is a very, very significant and tremendous job. And then last but not least, I would sincerely like to thank my co-host, Jan Willem, who in track number 2 has been guiding all of the other speakers in the parallel sessions. And that also put in a tremendous amount of work to prepare, make sure that all the speakers are comfortable. And I would definitely not be able to do this without these 3 critical people that are on our team. So yeah, I'm very, very proud of them. And even though you might not have directly seen them during this program, they have been there all the way and every single step of the way. So also from my side, I'm super grateful for all of the good work that you guys are doing. And with that, I would like to remind everyone that every hour you needed to make a tough choice. But don't be afraid. All the session recordings will be made available on our Big Data Days website, as well as on our YouTube channel. So if you're not already a member or following this, all the sessions from the previous years are there as well. And if you are or if you have more time to spare and you would like to watch all the other sessions from the previous years as well, I strongly encourage you to go to either our YouTube channel or our website. The recordings from this week's conference will also be made available in the next few days. Give us a few days to kind of put everything up and running. I already saw this morning that some of the videos from yesterday were already up. So if you would like to watch back a particular session, or you would like to see what a particular speaker had to say, you can always find back all of the recordings online. And with that, I would like to say one final thank you to you, our participants. This conference would not be possible without all the people who register for it, but then also show up, follow the sessions, engage, ask questions. So give yourself a big round of applause. We had over 800 registrations for this year's edition, and very consistently throughout all these 2 days, we had 100 people active and live logged into all of the sessions. And if you consider that we're doing a global conference with different time zones, that is quite a remarkable achievement. So thank you so much for your participation. We are doing this conference for data professionals, by data professionals, but without your time and effort, this conference would also not be what it is today. So with that, I would like to say thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I cannot believe that these days are over again. But thank you so much for participating, and I hope you had a great time during Big Data Days 2024. It has been an absolute pleasure. With that, I would like to say goodbye.